What is happening in our medical schools with the new set of diversity guidelines?
Okay, so basically, the American Association of American Colleges, like many corporations and like many universities, are now requiring that a certain percentage of graduates and medical professionals are diverse, which basically means not white or not male or not straight. And so they're instituting quotas for who are the medical professionals that are going to be that are going to take care of us and treat our health. So this is immoral on many grounds. It's illegal because it's discrimination. It's illegal. It violates the Civil Rights Act of 1964. When it comes to medicine, it's also dangerous. It violates the Hippocratic Oath by not putting competence first.
Yeah, I was literally just going to say there are doctors who are speaking out against this, saying not only is it immoral, it's illegal and it's dangerous. What are their main concerns?
Yeah, absolutely. The chief concern is that you're not putting the best possible candidate at the
Right.
front because you're prioritizing certain things like skin color, for example, because of your devotion to critical race theory. Diversity, equity, inclusion. They're doing this under the banner of diversity, equity, and inclusion, which sounds nice to the untrained ear, but in reality, diversity, equity, and inclusion is just a corporate name for critical race theory. And it's basically just saying that, anyone who has a certain skin color, black or of color, is oppressed, and anyone who's white is an oppressor. And we have to make equity, so we have to force discrimination in order to create this unnatural equality of outcome. And a lot of things can fall by the wayside, like competence and merit.
Right. Ethan, why is the medical field, in your opinion, being politicized? Why not just get back to basics? And is there a concern that some students who are going into the medical profession will say, you know what, this isn't for me, and then there's going to be a shortage of medical professionals?
Absolutely. I think that, if you look at the medical profession, a lot of this woke indoctrination is coming from the universities. They're basically woke churches for the woke religion. And so when the medical profession in specific, you have to spend the most amount of time in school, the most amount of energy, the most amount of money. So doctors and medical professionals are very invested in the system. And just like everything, all of our prestigious institutions in our society today have become politicized and woke in this way. The medical profession specifically, because it's so tied to academia, that in specific, it's worse there. That's why, take for example, COVID, right?
Hmm.
That vaccines, masks, all of the nonsense that they pushed on us, censored us. Or take the transgender example for, you can give 12-year-olds puberty blockers and mutilate them, and the girls, boys change their sex. Again, this is very immoral. It's dangerous. It's being serving ideology over your profession, over health, over safety, and over truth. And that's what's going on at the medical institutions.
Yeah, you guys do great work at the National Center for Public Policy Research. But my question for you, the big thing is, how do people fight back against this, especially
Absolutely.
in medical schools and universities?
Well, the first thing is to make your voice heard and to push back. A lot of this stuff is illegal. So, for example, discrimination violates the Civil Rights Act of 1964. We need lawsuits. So what we do at the Free Enterprise Project is we do shareholder activism. We engage with corporations on the woke stuff. And a lot of times what we find is if we sue these corporations, if we use our voice as shareholders and get in the boardrooms, get in the shareholder meetings, we can push back against this stuff. For example, the CEO of American Airlines this year, I attended the shareholder meeting as a shareholder of American Airlines. And I asked them, this diversity, equity, and inclusion stuff, do you take it into consideration when you hire airline pilots? And just like the doctor thing, he said, yeah, absolutely. We take diversity and skin color into consideration when we hire airline pilots. And so just like doctors, it's immoral and it's illegal. And when it comes to the safety of the customer, whether it be in a hospital or on a plane, it's dangerous.
It starts with asking those questions. It's a really simple question, and it's getting in their faces and demanding answers. Ethan Peck with the National
Absolutely.
Center for Public Policy Research, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot.